follow much of my stuff at all, then you know I am a two-stroke fan. But when I was offered this, I was a little bit, do I buy it, do I not? It's a 1973 Honda XL250. And so the XL is a 4-stroke trail bike. Some people would class it as an enduro bike. I would call it more of a trail bike myself. But 1973 is like a classic Honda year, I think, for off-road vehicles. And I just thought it's so rare to find something like this that's in as complete a condition as it is. I just couldn't pass it up, really. And I'm getting down to the bottom of my stock of stuff that's here. And it's been sat in the corner and I've just been looking at it just thinking, oh, flipping heck. I'm going to have to do something with this. And anyway, so I went down to pick some stuff up today, and it looked at me and I just thought, do you know what, I'll just pull it out. I'll not bother getting it running around. I'll just take some pictures of it and have it up for sale. Anyway, I started looking around it, and it's like, it's got the original key. Everything looks good. It's got turns over. It's got decent compression. Obviously, it needs a lot of work doing to it. It's got like 6,500 miles on the clock, and it looks very complete and very original. And I just thought to myself, oh, maybe I will just spend a little bit of time looking at it. So I took the top off the engine oil and took the dipstick out, and the engine oil was perfect level and perfectly clean. Right, okay. Took the plug out, and it's sparking. So, well, I'll see. I'll take the bottom off the carb and see what the job is in there. Now, it was a bit dirty, and I've not cleaned it perfectly, but I've made sure the jets are clear, which they are. And I just thought, well, I wonder if I can get it running, and it has run. So we'll have a quick look around it, and then I might just have a quick look and see if it'll just ride around the garden, because it needs work. Obviously, the forks are all rusted, so it needs the forks re-chroming. But it's I would say that this thing will run, and well, it does run. Runs flipping great, really nice. But I would say that it would ride, and I would say as a restoration project for such an iconic thing, Honda XL250. I would think this would be a great start. It's got the original US title, and I've got a Nova certificate for it. So to get it registered as well, it shouldn't be a huge amount of work. So there we go. It's been a bit of a surprise, this one. Let's show you. See if I can show you one thing. So. I lifted the seat up, like I say, with the original key. Oh, look, there's an original toolkit there. Anyway, it's not original toolkit, and there's some some Yamaha spanners in there. So. Anyway, I was a little bit excited about that, but now I'm less excited. But it has got some tools in there. The battery box is in there, and the battery, there's no battery in there. It doesn't need a battery to run, which is always good, I think. So as you can see, I've had the fuel bottle on it to make it run. There's a bit of rust inside the tank. I've got some stuff called X-Rust 7, which is a fantastic rust remover. so I can throw a bottle of that in with this bike to whoever buys it, and then you'll be able to get that tank cleaned out fine. And then it's your choice then as to whether you seal it or just leave it bare. Nicer bare, but once they've rusted, I quite fancy sealing them myself. But there you go. Let's have a look at her in closer detail, see where she's at, and then see if we can get her run round garden. That'd be amazing. I mean, clearly she needs work, but you know, and having looked at pictures of these things from when they were new, she's very, very, very complete. One of the things that I found, the air cleaner is not correct, so someone's put a bit of pipe on there with some kind of foam, so that's not correct. I only know that because I've had to go into the bottom of the carb, so I had to spin the carb a little bit, and that was inhibiting it, so I moved it, and that's what I discovered. So like I say, I've just run this bike, so it'll probably show that there's too much oil, but look, perfectly clean, gorgeous. Let's see if we can show you the inside of the tank. You see that? It's definitely not the worst I've seen, and I don't believe it's rusted through in any locations. So I'm sure that'll clean out nicely. There is, I believe, an extra set of wheels with this, which I hadn't realised. I will locate them, and they will come with the bike as well. I have a picture of them, so I know what I'm looking for. The front forks, like I say, chrome's gone through. The headlights there, complete. Speedos there and complete. 6,568 miles on the clock. Grips aren't the best, as you can see. I would say these are probably original levers, original switch. Front wheel looks to be in fantastic condition. Fork seal's obviously gone. And it looks to be in perfect condition on this side as well. Brake plates in good condition. The brakes work. I wasn't sure about this exhaust pipe. I thought that might have been an aftermarket, but that is what they were from standard. So there you go, that's standard exhaust pipe, all complete. The chain guard is complete. The sprocket cover, often things like that go missing. Chain guard is complete. The engine casings look perfect. It's a Honda 4-stroke. Honda have a dream of a 4-stroke world, or they certainly did before we all started going into this silly electric nonsense. The engines, the 4-stroke engines that they build, are bomb-proof and fantastic. They run amazingly well, and when I fire this up for you in a minute, you will not believe how nice this bike runs. Rear wheel again looks to be in great condition. Could do with a new chain. Rear shocks, I believe, are original. Rear light is smashed, unfortunately, but it's got the light bracket, the number plate holder, it's got the rear frame loop. It's just a fantastic thing. It's missing the choke cable. The choke is here, and there would have been a cable that went down it's a butterfly style choke, so the cable would have pulled that lever there down to put the choke on. So I put that on manually earlier when I used it. But I mean, you know, the original stickers, frame stickers here, original VIN plate is on there, which shows that it was built in, it's either June or September, I think, 72, 1973 model. I mean, it's just, I think you will agree. I am amazed by it. Such an old thing, just been left and in such good working order, really. Say, flipping rear brake works. Maybe it's stuck on slightly there. Maybe it could do with a bit of lube to get it to return. But we'll not worry too much about that. Let's see if we can get the gearbox check done. I have checked the gears already, so I do know that they are all there. Okay, so we're in neutral. Rear wheel spinning. Down into first. Up into neutral. Second. Third. Fourth. And fifth. And that's the top of the box, so there's no more gears available. Back down into fourth. Third. Second. And neutral. There we go, let's get her fired up for you. You're not going to believe it. She's gone a little bit cold now, but hopefully she'll just fire straight back up again. Let's get that key. She'll not fire without me turning the ignition on, will she? There we go. Would you believe it? I flipping wouldn't. Right, let's see if we can. The thing will be the flipping clutch will be stuck, won't it? So it'll be slipping. But let's see if she'll actually ride, eh? My microphone woes continue, guys. So I've just had a run in. I've just ridden around the garden. We've spent ages flipping talking to the camera. And I realised the microphone were wrong way around, so it didn't work very good. Anyway, the clutch does work. The clutch works perfectly. Looking at her, you would not believe that she worked as good as that. With virtually, I've done nothing. Flipping, check the jets in the car. That's it. That's all I've done. Check the oil, check the jets, and the rest of it, with very, very, very little work. This, you could be riding this bike around, trail riding, road riding, whatever you want. But what a cool thing, and so original. I just can't believe it. And I've said it before. I call flipping Japanese bikes Japanese watches, and I'm gonna change that a little bit. It's Hondas. They're always, particularly the Honda 4-strokes. They just work perfect, and this is an absolute testament to it. Flipping 1973 bike. It's nearly 50 years old, and literally with a couple of cleaning jets, a bit of flipping fuel, and it's going, and it's probably not been run for years.
fantastic, fantastic thing.
Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.